We have over 300 videos on the channel right now, and there's a few attack builds, but what is the greatest attack builds in Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker? We're going to address that right now.
I might act rude. I lost gang numbers, I can't act cool. I got gang scriptures in my tattoos. I was running from the police in my trap shoes. Posted trying to flip 100, I come back.
We're going to be doing 4 builds. Now, there's going to be some with difficulty, some with DLCs, and I'm going to do one with no DLCs, so if you're lacking the funds, I got you still. Your first jutsu on the first build is going to be Uchiha Shuriken from the Shisui DLC. Now, this does boost your movement, tracking, evasion, and all that great stuff, but people like to extend the combo with it, also seal up jutsus and substitution if it makes connection. Your second jutsu is Imperial Wrath. You'll need the Kawaki DLC. This allows you to track your enemy like a Hazan Strike and take away their substitution and stun them and put them on the ground, but this has a second activation that does a giant slash attack. Our ultimate today is going to be Kodo Matsukami from the Shisui DLC. This allows you to have 2 activations. The first one allows you and your teammates to have a substitution. Now, on the second phase, this allows you to reverse the controls of your enemy and give everybody added bonuses. For our weapon, we're going to be using Chakra Claws, Paper Bomb Kunai, and look at the stats if you want to copy them exactly. You're not going to have the Raging Storm, most likely. Just substitute that for Battle Harden. If you don't have Paper Bomb Kunai, sub that for Kunai. Chakra Claws, I know they're hard to come by, so just use regular claws or the new weapon. We are also going to be using our substitution time space hop, and that is from the last Battle of Sasuke DLC. What this build does, it essentially gets rid of any substitution that your range, healer, defense, or whomever you're attacking is hopeful for. The Paper Bomb Kunai is kind of like an insurance factor. If you don't feel like chasing somebody down, most likely the Paper Bomb Kunai will explode and they will die if you did immense damage. Uchiha Shuriken is really immense and a good combo extender that allows you to steal substitutions and jutsus, so they can't heal and they can't really sub away from you, and a lot of people are running away in 2022 and they can run away from this build. Your second build is the literal most meta build in Shinobi Striker history for attackers. Let's get into it. Again, we're going to have Uchiha Shuriken from the Shisui DLC. Now, this allows you to boost your attack, boost your speed, and evasion. This allows you to use that Uchiha Shuriken, extend your combos, steal their jutsus, basically, seal them up, and get rid of that substitution, which we love to see. Your second jutsu on the second build is going to be Dynamic Entry from the My Guy DLC. This allows you to do a crazy strong attack that'll break guards, sand shield, water pillar, but it also boosts your defense immensely and moves you across the field. Your ultimate technique is going to be from the Minato DLC that allows you to throw out Flying Rajin and do a series of Rasengans and basically go through waves of opponents killing them. We have Chakra Claws, Paper Bomb Kunai. There's the stats. We're going to be using Swift Step for our substitution. Now just replace this with whatever you have if you don't have one of these. Let's talk about the Chakra Claws, because I know a lot of people are going to have a debate in the comment section. The Chakra Claws are easily the most cheesy weapon in Shinobi Strikers right now, but this is the greatest builds of all time for attackers. I cannot put these in there. I understand that some people don't like them, but they are the best weapons for attackers, even though they are a tad bit cheap and do carry them. But again, they are the best weapon. You have to accept that as a player. They are the greatest weapon. Now, this build in itself is the most meta. Everybody uses it in scrims. They use it for flag. They use it for base. They use it for everything. This is the most universal attack build I have ever seen in Shinobi Strikers history. So if you want to get this, I highly recommend it. You don't always need the Paper Bomb Kunai. You can use Kunai. You don't always need Swift Step, but I highly recommend that you do use it. Time Space Hop is good for this build as well, but highly recommend that you do try out these weapons, the jutsus, and how I have it set up. Finally, here's a build that is free. You can grab these from only VR Masters, and also I'm going to be using a build for the new weapon that came into Shinobi Striker. Here is by far the best jutsu for free users. It's called Sharingan. You can grab this from Kakashi VR Master. It allows you to use your substitution stock again and use that jutsu to use whatever substitution you have equipped. I think this might be the second best free jutsu here. It's Leaf Rising Vigilant. I'm sorry, I had a stroke there. Back to the task at hand. This is Leaf Rising Wind, which you can pick up from the Rock Lee VR Master. It is by far the strongest taijutsu move for free users. This allows you to do an uprising kick and then combo to it afterward. Planetary devastation. This world shall know pain. Looking at... All right, listen, this is planetary devastation. This allows you to put people in a giant rock and slam it down, basically like your LeBron and D Wade. This is from the Pain VR Master. We'll be using the new Scientific Ninja Tool Shooting Star. Don't shoot your eyes out, kids. Ninja tools, kunai, and look at the stats if you need to. We're going to be using the clean clone jutsu as our substitution.
Try it!
Actually, this build is really, really good. I like it a lot just because you have a lot of movement to it and it's a bit flexible here. The new Ninja Tool, scientific whatevers, shooting stars are kind of broken. I'm not going to lie to you. And I absolutely love Leaf Rising Wind. The extension of it, the combos afterwards are all beautiful. And I love Sharingan as the best free jutsu possible because you can use it with any clone. Let's say you do have a DLC. Well, you can use Sharingan with any of those DLC substitutions. My favorite is the reanimated Itachi DLC explosion clone to use the Sharingan because it's basically just a third jutsu along with your ultimate. That'd be 4, but we're not doing math here. We're doing greatest builds for Shinobi Striker. Fun fact, you can really just get rid of Planetary Devastation, especially if you're a solo queuer. I don't think it's the greatest ultimate to use with this build, but 7 Heavenly Breaths allows you to recover your health real quick there, and it continues to do it over time, which is actually pretty useful if you're solo queuing. And I know a lot of you guys don't have friends to play with, but that's why Sharingan is also essential, because you're probably going to get jumped, and you're probably going to fight those 3 stacks. You're probably going to fight those 4 stacks. So Sharingan is going to be your best friend. Personally, I love to really make people knock down a peg or two with that Planetary Devastation. It is absolutely hilarious. A lot of people are going to have DLCs because you're a little bit late to the game, but guess what? You can still rock out with these free builds. This is by far the greatest build Shinobi Striker has ever had that is an attacker and chakra claws. Blah, blah, let's just get into it. If you knew it was going to be the greatest build for Shinobi Striker for attackers, you already knew Sharingan and Time Space Hop were going to be involved. This is going to be the Kawaki DLC Imperial Wrath, which will give you invincibility as you're using it. You'll take away people's subs, and it has a second activation. The best attack ultimate, in my opinion, is going to be level 3, which you can pick up from the Minato DLC that allows you to go through your enemies and rampage with teleportation and Rasengan just spamming it up. If you're looking to the right and you're like, dang, I have never seen those stats before a day in my life, that is called the Black Crane outfit, which you can only get in 1010 shop occasionally when it's in there. And we're going to be using Time Space Hop substitution. If you don't have the Twin Horn accessory, use Battle Harden. If you don't have Paper Bomb Kunai, it doesn't matter if you're using Black Crane because we're not going to be able to use Ninja Tools. Chakra Claws, of course, we're going to use this. This is the greatest attack builds of all time. Stop complaining. You're in the comment section wondering, whoa, why is that the best jutsu? Why is that the best build? Listen to me right now. Kawaki jutsu allows you to have a little bit of invincibility as you're using it, so it'll go through ultimates and jutsus, and that is pretty OP. And then you think about it, hey, what about Time Space Hop? That allows you to be invincible as well, and that's why we have Sharingan, and it boosts your ninjutsu cooldown. And both Sharingan and the Kawaki jutsu, Imperial Wrath, both have very, very low cooldowns. So Time Space Hop is basically just some steroids to your ninjutsu cooldown. It's ridiculous. Sharingan allows you to dodge most ultimates. Kawaki's jutsu allows you to dodge as well, and you get rid of their substitution. Now, there is no speed up factor for this, and that is the only downside. But we also got a little thing with the Black Crane and the Chakra Claws. Crane allows you to have a boost to your ninjutsu cooldown and an immense boost to your health. That is what's really important with this build. And of course, the Chakra Claws allow you to do the infinite Tsukiyomi of claws, which basically allows you to do anything you want, because who can stop a Chakra Claw user? Not many people, I'll tell you that right now. And that is why they're the greatest weapon in Shinobi Striker history. And if you complain about them, I fully understand. I think we can all sit here and admit that Chakra Claws are way overpowered. Attackers need a bit of a nerf, but I'm not complaining. I'm having fun in Shinobi Strikers, and you should too. I'll see you in the next one.